thinking of that 13-year-old boy, think of a pastor who wants to make a statement about sexual ethics for the culture. And they say that statement so clearly, unaware that a same-sex attracted teen is going to be 4 times more likely to consider suicide. The idea that we've traded in proclamation of good.
That is manipulation. That is absolute manipulation. 4 times more likely to commit suicide. Why? That is the question that must be answered. Why is it that they might be 4 times more likely to commit suicide? Because they're being shamed? Because the law of God is being put before them once again, and so it makes them want to kill themselves? Or is it because of the sin itself that's causing the shame? In other words, is it someone reminding them that it's a sin, or is it the sin itself that's causing this? I hear this all the time with transgender stuff. It's like if you say anything against, if you don't use personal pronouns, you are reinforcing the commitment that one might have to commit suicide if they consider themselves transgender. That is absolute manipulation. How about they were made in God's image, and they were designed a certain way by Him, and they have purpose and worth, and if that can be recovered, they will be less likely. If they can realize they're not transgender, they are either male or female, then that will abate this this desire to commit suicide. Why can't that be an option? Now that's trans shaming, that's hatred, that you hear all this. But all of that is meant to neutralize anyone who would uphold truth. So truth just gets destroyed. Truth doesn't matter as much as what? As much as someone's feelings getting hurt. Would you do this with any other sin? Would you say, well, if people who struggle with pedophilia are more likely to commit suicide, so you better not mention it. You better not talk about it harshly, at least. No. In fact, we need to try to prevent more people from going into, sliding into these sins that are being normalized. There's no doubt that there's an uptick in people who think they're transgender or think they're homosexual. Huge uptick. Is that all because, well, that's just how they're made? Or is it because monkey see, monkey do? Is it because there's so many positive examples of it put before them? It's because there's positive examples. So the one place during the week they can go, for some people, and hear that that's actually not a positive example, don't follow that road to perdition and death, we are now told, actually, if you do that, if you prevent them, if you put God's law before them, you are the one that is causing the suicide. It's disgusting. This is not Christian at all to say this kind of thing.